Time to buckle up, folks. Please adjust your seats to whatever you like position, because we're aboard Set Ready Ball, the Jet Life podcast. I'm here with my boy AZ McLovin Martinez, and this is Richie Flores, the self-proclaimed big noise of beat ball, and we're here to bring you a podcast all about the San Antonio Jets beat baseball team, their volunteers, players, our events, and anything to do with beat baseball that it includes us. How does that sound, AZ?
Man, it sounds great, man. I think that it's about time, and definitely going to bring to you guys, we're going to try our best to bring to you guys how it is to be a Jet, because it's one of a kind, man.
Probably the way the flow will go, we'll have a little beginning of what's going on with the Jets. Then we'll have a little a featured presentation, and always end up thanking our sponsors. So we hope that you guys will run with us with this, and how about taking off? You ready?
Let's take off. Let's get this going.
Let's take off. So first and foremost, let's talk about some of our events, our calendar. Beat baseball season's right upon us. I think a lot of teams are starting practices. We started practice, right, AZ?
Oh yeah, man. We started practice in March, and getting those fundamentals down.
We're still at Rodriguez Park.
We're still there practicing at Rodriguez Park. It is on Sundays right now. It's at 1:30, and we got a start time, but as the team says, it goes till the body can say, or till the body can no more.
Nice. And how about another little cool program that we have is the Little Jets, so our little league version of San Antonio beat baseball.
Yeah.
Is that started?
That has started. This is our second year doing this. And this year, we're actually taking it up just like we do it in the Jets. We're actually taking it up a level. And there is going to be some games that we got scheduled to play. So that did start at the beginning of March. And obviously, we're if you guys are checking this out and have a child from ages 6 to 14 who is blind and wants to participate in this, definitely let us know. We're always looking for more kids to come out and enjoy this.
And you can pretty much find all our contact information on www.sajets.org, right?
Yep.
AZ? I think is that right? Okay, good.
sajets.org.
Got it.
Twitter, Facebook.
SA
Also,
Jets.
make sure we're represented all over the place.
And now we got a podcast, so here we go. If you're an adult and you're blind, or you want to volunteer with Beat Baseball, right now we're meeting on Sundays at Rodriguez Park. You can find a little more information on that on our website. And we're really trying to build a junior team. I believe Austin Blackhawks are also doing something.
That last update I had is going to be the Hawks, and as well as BCS. So we're really excited about this. This continues to grow, man. So
Beat ball happens in Texas, man. I mean,
yeah.
It's really cool that there's so many teams here that, there's no reason why we shouldn't have a youth, some sort of a youth version or program. So I'm glad that it's happening. Big events, though, that are coming up that are already on our calendar, and we know when they are. There's actually now a Facebook page of this. Here is the Cinco de Mayo tournament, AZ.
Oh, yeah.
Does it start May 3rd or 2nd? I think we're trying.
I think
we're talking about a Thursday through Sunday kind of game thing, I think.
Man, the teams that are going to be down here, man, top 10 quality in the Beat Ball Nation. So
definitely both Indianapolis teams will be here. The Edge and the Thunder are coming. They were, of course, the Thunder were the champions of the World Series, and the Bayou City will probably show up at some point. And that's, the second place team. And BCS, of course, our friends from Bryan College Station, and the Blackhawks, I think, are all signed up to come. We'll be hoping Lone Star will show up to represent the all around. Texas showing up. I heard that Tyler is not coming, Tyler Tigers, but just like they did last year, I'm sure they'll send old Ronald Jordan, who hits a bunch of home runs, and he'll play with Bayou City, I'm sure, and probably Larry too, and Rosie. So. But cool, man. So another really neat thing that we're going to try, Axel Cox, one of our captains, is and Kevin got together, and they're going to put a fastest man and home run competition, or longest ball. I think it's longest ball and fastest man competition. I would call it a fastest person competition because I am in Berkeley, I live in the Bay. We don't gender profile.
Yeah,
So fastest person competition, long ball, and apparently the way the fastest person competition and the longest ball will work is, first you got to pay $15 to enter, and so I'm not super fast, and I don't hit the ball super hard, but I'm gonna donate $30 to just try.
Right.
You know, I'm a trier.
You gotta try.
You know, people are triers. You gotta try, and I'm fortunate, you know, to have $30, so I'm gonna try. But the way it would work is I would have to do the fastest man portion is stand at home plate, and I guess there's gonna be. I believe we're going to have to at least swing the ball or swing a bat and drop it, or we're at least going to run the 100 feet that it takes to get to a base. You know, in deep baseball, it's 100 feet to get to a base. We're going to run that, but they're going to set the bases at about 30 feet longer, so at 130, so that we don't run into the base and hurt ourselves. You know, because that's a big, probably the biggest way people injure themselves is running to a base at full speed and tackling it and landing wrong, you know. They either land on their knee or their ankle. I tore a meniscus my first season doing that, and it's not fun. And even too, like running and having to stop yourself if you miss the base or something, you know, some of that could you could twist an ankle, or whatever.
Right.
You know, hyperextend something. So that's pretty neat. So somebody will be standing at about 100 with a stopwatch, and he's gonna time us, and the fastest man at the end of the night will probably split the pot, or I think they're getting a trophy because we're taking all the money. Jets need the money, But I think it is you will get some kind of bragging rights and a trophy as the first ever fastest man of Cinco de Mayo tournament. Yeah, the longest ball I think is basically going to be a couple of our sighted volunteers out in the way outfield, and wherever that ball lands. First, like not where it stops rolling, but wherever it lands.
Okay.
You know, and I think you're gonna have like 5 outs. And outs are if your ball doesn't travel 75 feet in the air, then that's an out. You know, or a strike, whatever you want to call it. But I think in Major League Baseball, in the home run derby or whatever, you know, if they hit a foul ball, you know, or something like that, that's an out sometimes, or, you know, if it stays in the park, that kind of thing. So ours, if it doesn't travel 75 feet in the air, you got an out. Again, you're going to pay $15, you get 5 outs, and we'll see. I mean, I'm sure every team that is here on Saturday night, that's when it will happen, on May 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
Then...
Now,
I
don't know if we've ironed this out yet, but are you going to be able to pick your pitcher or what? Or is it going to be your team, or just going to be a designated pitcher going to be pitching to everybody?
I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to pick your pitcher.
Okay.
You know, I don't think we're going to have rules where it's like, if you're from the Thunder and you want Kevin to pitch to you, if you pay your $15, you know, and Kevin wants to pitch to you, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the agreement. It's basically going to be between pitcher and player.
Right.
So every player, I think, who wants to enter should definitely contact the pitcher of their choice and just know, hey, Tim Hittner will be there, Kevin Simpson, Jared Woodard, Fonzie might stay over on Saturday night. We might have a Fonzie sighting on a Saturday night that he might pitch. We also have the pitcher from BCS, our own Pedro, my buddy Pedro from Lone Star will probably be there. He'll pitch. So yeah, we'll have quite a few pitchers. Kyle Kennedy, now that's a new pitcher on the horizon from the Edge. You know,
just to let you guys know, it is going to be at the Almas Basin Soccer Fields, which is North San Antonio. It's over there. It's 651 Divine Road, but it is on north over there by San Pedro, North Star Mall area, that area. So, but man, it's going to be a jam-packed weekend, man. Not only be baseball, but also some other things there to have they're going to be entertaining for sure.
There is, I said, a Facebook page of the Cinco de Mayo tournament now, so you can go like that, join that, so you can get all the updates. And then at some point, I'm pretty sure we'll be streaming on there, showing videos of kind of throughout the weekend. But we invite everybody in San Antonio to come check out Beat Baseball. That's the Cinco de Mayo tournament.
So we're going to have a busy May,
that,
man. Yeah, a busy May with that.
Busy May.
Right after that, we have
next?
our fundraiser on May 11th, which is the Bowling Bash.
You know, people from San Antonio come out and play. You'll have 2 hours of bowling, $20 $20, and that you can get about 2 games in there, I would believe, and that includes your shoes, and you'll be able to hang out with a lot of the supporters of Beat Baseball in San Antonio. But if you have any kind of extra fundage to help us out with, if you believe in adapted sports for disabled folks, especially blind people, support San Antonio Just Beat Baseball through coming to the Bowling Bash. You could sponsorships, I believe, range from anywhere, again, like $20 to come play.
Yeah, $150 to get a lane with your name on it. So
right, and we'll definitely make a nice little banner above your lane, and it'll show you can recognize you for sponsoring adaptive sports in San Antonio. So Bowling Bash, May 11th at Bandera Bowling Center on Hubner Road. Again, sajets.org, and get more information on that.
That's right. And there's also, just to let you guys know, if you have Facebook, there's also an event on there as well that we would appreciate if you shared. And also, if you're going, make sure to put on there that you're going, so that way we got you.
Next event going through our calendar is the BCS Glenn Hopkins Invitational. This is going to be our second year attending this tournament. That will be in Bryan College Station, which is my old stomping grounds, AZ.
That's right.
A&M graduate.
There you go.
Whoop! And back in 2005, man, they actually gave me a piece of paper that meant something. So, it's pretty cool, man. But I'm always happy to return to Texas and definitely come and go back. It was definitely a memorable time with my sister. She was also a A&M graduate, and we went back. I hadn't been there in a long time, and we went back last year. We had a good time. I believe we won that tournament.
Oh, yeah, undefeated.
I think we were undefeated. It went really well. They're really great hosts out there. I talked to John Stark, who is the coach and the manager of and kind of backup pitcher of the BCS Outlaws, and he's working on getting us a really good dinner on Saturday night. But yeah, everything's already on mbba.org. Next,
the first weekend in June is going to be the Indy tournament. This is the third year we're going out there and participating in this. So we got really close to win this one. I think the first year we made the last game, the championship game.
Yeah, last year we got second again.
So hey, man, third time's the charm. Yes. We're gonna get this one.
I think our first year we went out there was we played the Indy Thunder team, who was the champions. Again, they were the returning champions. They were undefeated. They hadn't lost a game in 2 years or something crazy, and we beat them on a Saturday morning. And then they came back to beat everybody, to get back to the championship game against us, and then they beat us 10-9 and won the championship of the Indy tournament. And pretty much happened like that last year. I think they beat us by a few more runs than that, and a little more soundly. But it's really neat when we go to the Indy tournament. It's really only some of the Jets that can afford to go or have like the weekend off, or don't work for that weekend, or don't have school for that weekend. So we're never at full squad at that tournament. And so it's really awesome that, with the squad that we take, that we're still pretty competitive. We're really close to winning that, and it's our intention to win that, every time, because it's really close to what the World Series Friday will feel like, or Thursdays will feel like, if we're in the top of the bracket, because again, the Thunder are there, Indy Thunder, the Indy Edge are there, Chicago is there, who's always in the top 8, and I believe
sometimes
St.
Boston,
Louis is there.
St. Louis,
yeah, Boston shows up sometimes, but yeah, St. Louis comes because it's St. Louis isn't too far from Indianapolis, so.
St. Louis.
That team always kind of gets them. Yeah, and they're pretty good. They got 10th last year. They're coming up.
Nice.
Darnell Booker, again on mbba.org, you can get all the information out there. Darnell Booker hosts that tournament. He's the coach and tournament director for this tournament, but the coach for the Indy Thunder.
I like to call him Mr. Beatball, man. Seems like he does everything.
Yeah. Beatball Book. That's right. Beatball Book. one of my favorite moments last year was, he always has a spread, man. You show up because everybody always flies in or ride. If you're Kevin Simpson, you take about six blind dudes, who can't help you drive across the United States to go to this in a minivan, and you get there at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and you walk into this Holiday Inn usually, or it's like a Comfort Inn or Comfort Suites or something like that, but a really kind of down home, nice, not one of the 5-star hotels, but just a hotel that really loves beat baseball, loves Booker, and lets him run the place for a whole weekend, basically. Like, he's like behind the front desk giving people packets as they come in, and like, helping them with their reservations if he needs to. I'm like, dude, he doesn't. I'm like, man, this guy already is part of the staff almost, and they give him a couple of meeting rooms. We take over the lounge area, and he has like pizzas coming in, and he has like donated fried chicken and like soup and like just everything. Like he goes and hits up. Yeah, he hits up like every Indianapolis food industry. Like, I know that Jersey Mike's comes and gives us free sandwiches.
Yeah.
That year we have chicken wing. He just has a buffet of awesomeness to greet us as we come in. I think a lot of times there's all these sodas, and if you're of age, he has free beer. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Booker really knows how to throw a tournament. We keep studying from him, and our hope is that Cinco de Mayo tournament will end up being like that at some point. But he's been doing this for 15 years. This is like his 15th year having
it's a veteran.
A really awesome tournament. Yep, he's a veteran. So we're excited to go play in that tournament, win that tournament, and then that'll be it until
the World Series, man.
July 28th, August 4th in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Has it ever been there?
Oklahoma,
no, I have not. Has the World Series ever been there?
Not that I've been to in my 13 years or 14 years of playing. I have never been to Tulsa, Oklahoma to play in a World Series, but Beat Baseball has a big following there from like the 80s, 90s. That's where Tim Hipner kind of earned his stripes as a Beat Baseball pitcher, was starting teams in Oklahoma. And I know there was an Oklahoma City World Series at some point in the history of Beat Baseball. I don't know when that is. I did go to Oklahoma City, I believe, that was my first tournament ever in Beat Baseball. It was a local tournament. Oklahoma, they had a team of like kind of old guys that were retiring, they put a team together because I guess they used to have an Oklahoma tournament all the time. Like, they had a regional tournament. It was their last one they ever hosted. And Colorado went, Austin went, and back then the Kansas City All-Stars, who were like this kind of put together all-star team of really good Beat Baseball players. And it was kind of the prelim to the West Coast Dogs. And we went. It was a 4-team tournament, and it was a round robin. It was my first ever real, competitive Beat Baseball play, and I actually went 9 for 11. And I have a plaque of the most valuable player in Oklahoma.
Oh, snap. All right, man.
Richie Flores is actually a good beatball player in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
So,
watch out. When we get there, watch out. You're going to remember.
Yeah, watch out. Like, I'm like a different person there. I hit the ball.
It's the weather.
I make runs. I know. Maybe it's I hear the beer is really low alcohol content. So that could have been it. The hangover is not much. It's almost like Gatorade. We can even talk to Kevin. He's like, hey, remember Richie in Oklahoma? Like, yep, never seen that guy again. That guy was pretty good, man.
It's a synopsis, I guess, as to what the season is looking like for the Jets. Obviously, like in every podcast, we're going to focus more on what's right ahead of us, but we did want to kind of bring that to the attention to everybody as far as to like here is our season and what we're looking at for this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what it is. I think as we make more podcasts, our hope is to try to put something out at least once a month, because we have a newsletter that's coming out once a month now. to all. If we have an email address from you, drop us if you want to be on our newsletter. Drop us your email on Facebook, or definitely look at all our posts on Twitter. Hit us up. Get in our drop us a DM, right, or slide into our DMs.
Slide into our DMs.
Cool. So that is the takeoff. The takeoff. Takeoff?
Yeah, the takeoff.
I don't know. Take off. The San Antonio Jets have much love and many thanks. From the bottom of our hearts to the top of our bats to our sponsors. We want to recognize the following silver sponsorship level: San Antonio Founders Lions Club. Bronze level, team partners to the San Antonio Jets, the law office of David Benny, and the law office of Carlos Molinar. San Antonio Spine and Rehab. Team friend, our amiga, Ana Santana. A big thank you to the following donors: Jake Lopez and Samantha Rodriguez, Imad Khalil, Pete and Brenda Aleman, Christopher Yanes, Irma Kalunga, Lisa Cruz, Angel and Celsa Aleman, Artie and Stacy Aleman, Liz Flores, Norma Almanza, Eddie Cruz, Valerie Montes Hernandez, Mark Hernandez, Norma Martinez, Office Depot 151, Brigidio Almanza, Raul Ugert, and Roy Adame.